We are heading out to Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and then to Sun Valley, Idaho, for John and Fabio to enjoy some skiing, and I'm going to enjoy a hot air balloon ride and some snowmobiling. After our arrival, the next day I went for a hot air balloon ride. Here we are, blowing the balloon up, which they use high-speed fans to get it up so far before turning the burners on to put hot air into it, because it has to be opened so far, otherwise they risk setting the canvas on fire.
You're gonna love it. Beauty science, let it part of the watch the blow. And then we return right here, right? Okay, well, in the van, if not in the looks like it was at about 3 miles an hour. Boat traffic, just hot air balloon, 211 Charlie X-ray. We got the balloon in the valley this morning. We're about 5 miles south of the airport, Center Valley. A steamboat about 8,000 feet an hour. Right away in the sky, you see any other airplanes, helicopters around, they have to yield to us. That works out because we can't really see it. Now I was just talking to a gal flying in. She said she was 12 miles an hour to the south. That would be towards my left. Coming into land, you can see the runway over here at the Bob Adams Airport. Okay. So we got the right of way, but we'll let her know, hey, we're flying. Keep an eye out for us. She said we will.
It was a beautiful day to be up in the balloon. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of wind, so we didn't go very far in our flight, but it was a lot of fun.
TUs are about 6,000 horsepower per burner. We got 18,000 horsepower on board. We use propane for fuel. We start with about 70 gallons. Probably go through about 30 gallons of propane this flight. We're up here at 1,700 feet above the ground. We're going to keep going up. Real mellow winds today.
123 Alpha, about 5 miles out to the southwest, entering the west downwind.
So that plane, that lady talking, she should be right over here. We should be able to see her. Keep an eye out for her. She's not going to run into us, but we might be able to see her.
In case you're interested, right here where the sound drops down, and it will happen throughout this video of the balloon ride, is when he was hitting the propane to get the burner to burn higher, and it makes a lot of noise, so I didn't think you wanted to listen to that in this video. But you can hear a little bit of it, and it has been brought down in volume quite a bit.
We're going to climb up even higher here, see what this next layer of wind's doing. You can feel a little breeze right now. That means the wind's changing. I think I heard some of y'all are going to go to the Strawberry Park Hot Springs. This furthest meadow you see in the valley, that's Strawberry Park, where they used to grow the strawberries. There's a road going straight through the snow there. That's Strawberry Park Road. That road will take you to the hot springs about 10 minutes once you reach the woods on the other far end of the place. You cannot see the hot springs, but they're over there in that direction. That's the road that will take you. She's probably getting close to landing over here. That's the runway there. She said she was 5 miles to the southwest. We're about 5 miles to the south. So she would have been when the last time she radioed, maybe coming right on the other side of that white.
Traffic, 123 Alpha, entering the west downwind for runway 32 with a full stop. Evo traffic.
Look at me.
Oh, I wouldn't drop that.
Look at me, guys. I'll be giving you a little bit.
Balloon in sight, 123 Alpha.
Everybody. Can I put the bracelet on this? Can I put the bracelet on this? Not that smoky. Yeah, okay?
Can I move this forward so you can...
We can see an old inactive volcano out in this direction. Hans Peak, this pyramid-shaped peak out here.
An active volcano? Inactive.
Inactive. Oh, peak in. Hasn't erupted in over 4,000 years. I think we're okay today.
Is that Tall Mountain with
Yeah, with that pyramid-shaped peak, yeah. Hans Peak.
No.
Oh wow.
We're up high here, guys. We got Emerald Mountain, this mountain over here to my left, Emerald Mountain. Couple rock faces you can see, the one along the ridge line there. That's the old quarry, great place to get to. You could walk up to the quarry today. Beautiful overlook of town, and that used to be a working quarry. We have a courthouse, downtown Steamboat, the congested area over here. On 5th Street, there's a courthouse, beautiful building, built in 1923, some rock from the quarry.
Will you?
You guys can take your own stuff? We we like to look at the steam. I'm looking at some steam coming off this hotel here.
Oh yeah.
It's going towards the highway, right?
Yep.
It's going to the west. If we get down low, we'll probably start going that. Look at this steam right here. Get into that. I don't think so. I don't know where we're going to land yet. I'm leaving everything open. Trying to give you a little bit of a flow to the northwest down here.
Land in a hot tub.
Because of different wind currents. That's how.
And of course, all good things must come to an end, as we had landed in the field not that far from our resort. And it was interesting to watch them bring this balloon down and pack up the basket and the balloon. If I remember correctly, the basket weighs roughly about 1,000 pounds, and the balloon, I think, was about 300 pounds once all folded up. And they landed in this field, snow covered, so they had to push everything over to the side so they could load the basket and then load the balloon itself without damaging anything.
We're going to back in and we're going to load the basket next. We're really almost there. If you're interested, I'll just help and we'll be out of here in 2 minutes. Just coming to check on you. All right.
Is there an option for a bathroom around here or no?
Oh, you know, there's
Here we will have some pictures of the snowmobile tour. I'm going to put a link to it at the end of the video, but it was a great tour. There were 5 of us, and if the snow were deeper, he told us that people would be going off that cliff with the snowmobile. And behind me, there's a brown streak, which is the Continental Divide. There you can see it a little better. And at Steamboat Springs, they had a cowboy stampede. And what they did was a slalom race between two. And then they would have to ski down here where they have to stop. They have to lasso a person, where you will see right here. Some of them were good, some of them weren't. And then they had to go saddle a horse. And sometimes the person on skis startled the horse with the skis. And then, of course, cross the finish line. The very last thing they did was everyone would ski down from the top who wanted to participate. Now, right now on the right-hand side by the fence, we have the rodeo clown who is going to come up over the little jump there.
Oh, that's the clown. Yeah, so that's a clown.
That's the inflatable thing. That's like the Alright.
Rodeo clown. Yeah, I would get out of the way. Rodeo clown. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Rodeo clown.
All right, there we go. They're like all around. Oh, there's a lot of
So if you want one down,
I like the American flag.
The dude with the flag seems like you're fucking scared.
one down.
Ski patrol. Oh, look at all.
Did they send the real skiers first?
They're going too slow. Yeah, you have to get a little bit of distance off the edge. This guy's like, I'm gonna pick up this ski and this pole.
So the ski lift you're looking at now is the Christmas lift, which will take us to the top of Bald Mountain, because the restaurant I'm standing at to film this doesn't have any room for us, but there is another restaurant up on the top, Lookout Restaurant or whatever it's called. So we will be taking that up there to have a lunch together, because it's the only thing I found to do in Sun Valley. And here we are up at the top of Bald Mountain, and we will be walking over to Lookout Restaurant, which is that building straight ahead. Now it's time to take the gondola back to the base. I didn't record coming up because I didn't have a very clear picture, but in this gondola I had a nice clear window in front of me, so I did the recording as we headed back down to the base. So John decided to go heli skiing, and here I believe is after they did their first run. I think they were taking one of the guys back who did something to his leg. But anyway, what they would do is they would fly the helicopter up to a spot, and people would get out and they'd ski down, and the helicopter would go back and pick up another group because the helicopter fit 4 people and there were 12 people doing this skiing, so they had to keep running the helicopter. Here we have John videoing from the back seat as they're going to another spot. So they will be going up in the mountains, and then eventually the helicopter will land at a marked spot. And here we have the helicopter coming in at its marked landing spot, and some of the skiers are there. And on the next one, we have John skiing down the slopes.
There you go.
sitting in the plane at the Sun Valley Airport, and of course their ramps are outside, and we are waiting for our takeoff to return to Newark. Of course, we came back home and we're sitting on the runway, and we have this plane coming towards us. And here is my car, which we had a big snowfall, and I was so afraid it was going to be buried, and this is what it looked like when we got there.